When someone asks you, what do you do for a living? What's usually your response?
I'm Alexander Parlay. This song's called Home. I wear a few different hats actually. I have a day job where I'm a commercial insurance underwriter. I also work for a company as a staff songwriter. I do custom songs for people. And then I have my artist career where I go out and I play music and do all original stuff. So it's kind of the balancing of all of those. It's not really like one thing to say, but you know.
Okay.
So I started to want to pursue music as a career. I must have been 18 years old around that time. Both my parents, they're musicians, and they tried to get me to play for years. Like, they got me piano lessons and all that stuff, and I just didn't, it wasn't resonating with me. I really honestly didn't care for it. All I cared about at the time was skateboarding and snowboarding, and one day I ended up breaking my ankle bone. That made me bedridden basically for 3 months. Also during this time I was living in the mountains, so I was on crutches, living in the mountains in the middle of December when there was snow everywhere, so I'm not going to go to school like that. So that's when I first actually started picking up a guitar. Within the first week I fell in love with it, and I knew immediately that this was something I was going to do for the rest of my life.
You didn't know, and I didn't tell. The land was scarred and burned to hell. We planted seeds under the ashes of old trees. Learned to kiss on bloody knees. And the rains came and washed out the grave. Tear in your eyes, you turn away.
So the hardest thing, honestly, it just comes down to time. One thing is always going to be more dominant over the other at any given moment. It's not doing both at the same time. It's not multitasking. It's prioritizing at the time and focusing on just that for a certain given amount of time, and then you switch gears. You just have to learn how to kind of shift the tables in those times that you can. Like on the weekends, obviously, I'm going to be more geared towards music. I'm going to be recording, I'm going to be playing, I'm going to be songwriting and all of that, and after work, and then during the regular work week, I have to push music completely out of my head altogether. Oh man. If I had to pick one or the other, singing or playing an instrument, I think I would choose singing over playing an instrument. I don't know what I would do without my voice. Like that, like, cause like you can sing over anything. You can have somebody accompany you, but like not being able to play my guitar or anything like that, that's rough. So that's a tough question, but it's fun. So definitely singing though. Okay.
By the good of grace, the love we give will be the love we take. Oh, down this will grow. We left our home to build our own.
How do I stay motivated? So I'd have to say it is a lot easier to do it in music than it is for the corporate job. Yeah, much easier. Staying motivated in music kind of it's just built in me. Like I can't not do it. I'm excited to do it. When I don't do it, I actually feel kind of gross. I don't feel like me. As far as the corporate side of it, I mean, I still like doing it. Like, I don't dislike, I actually love my job. It's just like, it's a lot more analytical than creative, and there's not a lot of room for just being artistic in general. Like, you kind of have to snap into a certain way of being. So my influences for music, it's just gonna always go back to classic rock. I mean, even though I love modern music, it was Bob Dylan, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Neil Young, you know, just all the classics.
And what year were you born?
1990.
We took to the plow and dug up truths we forgot about. We had our hopes and our doubts. And some days were long and some plans were flawed. Sometimes we're wrong and others lost. But most days are good and the walls hold as they should. Truth above all comes skyfall. By the good of grace, the love we give will be the love we take. Oh, in time this will grow. We left our home to build our own. By the good of grace, the love we give, love we take. Time this will grow. We left our home to build our.
My favorite part of the creative process is the actual songwriting itself. There's a lot of elements that come into actually writing a song. There's a life experience that is weighing on you in one way or another. Either you're happy or you're sad or whatever it is. It's going to create emotion inside you. And a lot of people have their ways of getting that out. For me, it's actually finding out the chords and how the music is going to sound that's going to match that emotion, and then putting together the story, putting it down on paper, and then just figuring out how to sing it and play it. It's just fun, man. I really enjoy it. And then I love the production side of it as well. I love putting like my producer hat on and thinking about how the arrangements are going to go and how the other instruments are going to complement just guitar and singing. So